Hello everybody, welcome to MadPopGaming. It's true that we haven't had some videos in a while. That's all about to change. We are now going to have weekly commentary videos covering all the latest gaming news. This first video is going to be all about E3, what the three companies should do, as well as this huge topic that's come out, which is about used games. So we're going to start with Microsoft. Microsoft's press conference was definitely a polarizing event. Some people were left pretty impressed by the capabilities of the new Kinect. However, a lot of us were left feeling concerned that so little of the event focused on gaming at all. And permeating through the background of all of this were the rumors that Microsoft was going to now include DRM related restrictions. So it's left people in a state of confusion, and a lot of people have already pledged to boycott the system, which is obviously not something that Microsoft wants. Microsoft needs to understand that this is not the right way to reach the customer. It's true, digital only is the future. People are aware of that, and they're not hostile to that concept. What people get hostile to is the concept that you can take a piece of physical property and have it not be your property anymore based on a license that a company gives you on the internet. It makes the whole discussion of investing on expensive video game software a shaky one, because otherwise, if you need to be online to play the system, then that means that you're basically buying an internet box, and if you don't have internet, then all of those purchases that you made are completely worthless. So it's very understandable that a lot of people are pissed off. So before they talk about their next game, be it Killer Instinct or Banjo-Kazooie, they need to spend at least 5 minutes and talk about their used game policy, about how it is not going to be as bad as everybody thinks. Even if they don't change their policies, they need to address them directly. Now when it comes to Sony, they're in a much more comfortable position. They don't have to sort of go uphill to gain the hardcore gamers' trust again. They already have it. But that can also be dangerous, because if they somehow go back on their word, or at least perceive to do so, the backlash could be even stronger. So they need to make sure that they also take the time to address their used game policy, all of these things. And, they have plenty of great franchises. I don't have any doubt that they'll impress people with whatever they have to show. My feeling on it is that Sony is probably going to have DRM policies as well. People just need to prepare for this, because as bad as I think it is for the industry, it seems very clear that Microsoft would not have jumped into this full steam like this if they weren't sure that Sony was going to do something similar, because it would put them at a grave disadvantage, just in terms of marketing. PS4 can always say that you don't have to be online, and that's going to be a competitive thing that Microsoft is going to have to battle. Nintendo, one could make the argument, has the most to prove in this E3. They are at the hardest position because there is no mystery sort of left on their console. People already know what the Wii U is, and a lot of people have already written it off. So what I think Nintendo should do in this press conference is Bayonetta 2. I definitely think that they should not ignore the fact that there is a large community of hardcore people who love this game and who will buy Wii U simply for that game. Nintendo also needs to show, obviously, more of Pikmin 3 and Wonderful 101, and we fully expect them to. But their big hidden gun here is the new Mario game, which is everybody knows is going to be talked about. Mario Sunshine was a beautiful game. It wasn't a perfect game, but it was a great game in retrospect. And of course, the Mario Galaxy games are some of the highest rated games of all time. So I have no doubt that the new Mario game is going to impress. But more importantly, since it's a first party game, it really gives Nintendo an opportunity to showcase what the console is capable of graphically. Remember how great Mario Galaxy looked on the Wii, which was a non-HD console. Now they have all this power behind the Wii U. They need to showcase how much they can push this hardware to show them that it's still relevant and it's still somewhat competitive with the PS4 and the Xbox One. I think the biggest hype from Nintendo fans is coming from trying to understand what the new retro game is. If you follow the 100-Year-Old Gamer's posts, he claims that Retro is actually working on 2 games. One which is for a long term, which he gave indications was a Star Fox title, and one which will be coming sooner, which is all that he mentioned was it's a futuristic first-person shooter, which most people would assume to be Metroid, but he didn't say that. And there's been some rumors that it's a new IP, other rumors saying that it's an old IP called Star Tropics. Nintendo has previously said that they're going to talk about Smash Brothers in their E3 related Nintendo Direct, specifically screenshots that they were going to show. But I wouldn't be at all surprised if that were to expand into at least some kind of a trailer, even if it was all CGI, that showcased a couple extra characters. It's just the kind of thing that they would need to drum up excitement. Other key titles that should definitely be mentioned if Nintendo wants to make a big splash are Monolith X title, whatever it's going to be called. They need to show more of that. People are psyched about that. People who are not even Nintendo fans, they see it and they're amazed. And you have mechs, you can't go wrong. We're also expecting the third Sonic game that was talked about during the last Nintendo Direct to be revealed. Some people have speculated that it is a crossover between Mario Kart and Sonic All-Stars. If that's the case, it would be pretty interesting. Sonic All-Stars Unleashed was a great game in the Wii U, and Mario Kart has a great pedigree, so the combination of two can only be a good thing. So all 3 companies need to really show that they have original IPs, that they have strong third-party support, that their hardware is powerful, and it's powerful enough. And lastly, and probably most importantly in this generation, is that they have the consumer in mind.